Indeed I am.
Ah, excellent. I mean, excellent.
Excellent.
All right. So I made little notes on the guys to try to figure out where things stand. Currently, Bob is wrapped up in poison ivy and trying to get away.
Should I like do?
Yeah, we should probably start recording.
No. The recording has started. Like, do you need me to like read out what happened last or something?
Sure, but you sound willing to do it, and whenever
God damn it,
whenever
man,
you're
I wasn't-
recorded,
I wasn't willing to do it, but all right, fine. God damn it. Okay, fine.
you walked yourself into that minefield. There you go.
All right, then fair enough. Okay. Previous session 2, was basically a very small session that involved a completely combat and nothing else, which is incredibly sad, but you know that's how it goes. So to sum up what basically happened, somebody of the B boys. Why am I hearing myself? Oh, Evelyn has like an echo. Okay. All right. So, Bad Bill managed to made a hole into the thingy house building, and Redeemer like managed to get out, but Lottie wind up the hole so nobody else can come out, which is neat. Um, uh, stuff. Then there's a lot of fighting, like there's a lot of punching, there's a lot of missile firing. um there's somebody going through someone in our team, and the person that went through the other person, that person is the one that got hurt, and not the person who had someone pass through them because they're viscous in nature. uh yeah, and someone got hit with an explosion. Oh, Bonnie got hit with an explosion. um uh and currently Lottie is about to do stuff things with the vines, I think. And currently Bonnie has teleported on Richard's head and hitting him with a golf club. um Entropy is doing something. Oh, and Entropy is slowly getting back up into the fray, and Daphne has latched onto the head of Redeemer and is trying to make him pass out by blocking off his airflow. So far managed to close his eyes and ears shut, but he's hitting the wall with me on it. Like he's hit face punching into the wall. It's hurting me, but I'm not letting go. Yay! And that's basically where we were, I think. Yes, probably.
Okay, since Evelyn will be the next one to act, it's probably best to ask her. Do you kind of have a decent idea of the lay of the land?
So, the only one kind of left is Bad Bill, the mean one?
No, well, what's
No.
happening is Bad Bill is Bob is kind of out of the action trying to get away. But he's wrapped up in your poison ivy. Bad Bill is trying to grab him to help him get away. Richard is still functional, though. Bunny is on top of him trying to play golf with his head, which is helmetless right now. And speaking of people on heads, Nymph is wrapped up trying to kiss Redeemer.
Well, I mean, technically speaking, he's already doing that, but okay.
So in other words, Bad Bill is fully functional. He's trying to get Bob to get away. Redeemer is
Busy.
pretty much fully functional, but he's
Blinded
he's
and
kind of slimed right now.
Well, I mean, it'd be a shame if Bad Bill, the mean one, would also get caught.
So you're trying to wrap him up in your vines?
Indeed.
Okay, Then that sounds like an unleash roll.
Wahoo.
Isn't there a place called Wahoo? I'm going to Google it.
It's probably a place on the human body, but we don't need to go there.
Wahoo is an island in the Pacific Ocean. Yay, it's on Hawaii. Yay, I knew it. No, I knew I heard of it.
All right, so a 6 is a miss,
Oh crap.
which means you get experience.
Unless, Entropy wants to use Team to deny you that experience, but
I mean, do you?
I'm not as fussed about potential.
Have I taken my action yet?
Yes, everyone took an action except for Evie missed hers. So she's actually kind of due to go twice, really, in a way.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yay.
So anyone's allowed to put up a reaction, I guess. Or I guess in my case, I am in the position to help anyone, even though I've taken my action.
Yeah, if you can come up with a way to assist, by all means assist. Otherwise,
So
I will
what
do
has she
something
done?
naughty.
What has
What's-
she done?
Where is she?
What has she done?
She's
Okay.
growing vines out of the ground to try to encapsulate Bad Bill and Poison Ivy.
I'll probably just like throw bat at Bat Bill to
You'll show him?
distract him.
Okay, distract him so it works.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right. Let's lower your team by 1. Let's. What?
It's gonna get reset anyway. What do you mean?
Like what are you doing? Like,
Yeah,
how-
actually, state how you're distracting him.
Yeah, just like I like see Poison Ivy just not Poison Ivy. Name? Lottie, right? Lottie, yeah. Lottie trying to grow vines, but it's kind of struggling. So I just kind of like throw the cricket bat. So you make it have a spin to it, so that it makes him turn around. But because he's so cumbersome, it takes him a while to turn around, and that gives her time to put the vines up.
See, that's pretty interesting because now you no longer have a cricket bat, so there is like mechanical changes here. Well, not mechanical, narrative changes.
I can just grab another thing out of my hammer's face.
Yeah.
In which case, you'll have to say what that is when it comes around. All right, so you distract Bad Bill. Some vines start to form over his feet, and he seems somewhat unhappy. What are you doing to me? How could you try to slow me down under this circumstance?
Oh my gosh, he's Asian now.
What?
No.
That's-
No, he's Arnold.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
When I leave here, I'll be back. So, all right. He, in response to being delayed, like, oh, nice, thank you. How do you have that ready so quickly?
There's a thing called GIF right next to the button that has the smiley on the right side of the message typing section in Discord.
So you just typed in Arnold?
I click the GIF, I type Arnold, I choose a GIF. It's not that difficult, man.
Okay. But babe, thank you for taking away me being impressed with you. Okay, so let's try to figure this. Obviously, he's unhappy with the circumstance. All right, he's gonna fire a couple rockets in the direction of the building that Redeemer's pile driving into to try to drop more stuff on Redeemer's head. So caring less about Redeemer and less about Nymph.
Who's shooting rockets at Redeemer? It's like the
Bad
building.
Bill.
Oh, Bad Bill. Nice.
So. So I guess mechanically the best way to do that. Would you take a powerful blow there?
Me?
Yeah. Daphne.
Well, is the rocket like directly hitting me, or is it hitting?
No, it's hitting the building to drop rocks and rubble onto Redeemer and you. He's trying to help you in a really odd sort of way.
Yeah, that explains why nobody can hear you most of the time.
Like just casually flexing my terrible internet.
Yeah, this calls for a server change.
I don't know. I think that's up to you to decide. You know, if the rocket like hits me or something.
Well, I mean, you could have a random effect.
I'll
with
give
the
you a
dice
choice.
roll.
Do you wanna take a condition or you wanna roll a powerful blow?
Blah blah blah. Okay, that is a good question. Do I want to roll blah blah blah? Blah 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 rolling. That's very.
You didn't understand what I said?
I thought you
Do
said
you want
blah, blah blah. No, I understand what you said. It's just that when you said roll, take a powerful blow, I heard you say roll, take a blah blah blah. I realized what you meant, but I'm just like making a joke out of that because I can. You know what? I'm gonna take condition. Well, I'm being hit and I'm hurt and I'm being attacked by two sides. You know what? I'm going to roll to take a powerful blow. Let's find out. Let's let the dice gods decide.
Okay.
Alright, let's go. Frick.
Go, Iron Jesus.
Yeah, boy. Oh no, come on. It's just like the worst situation. 7 to 9 is the worst outcome.
Wouldn't 10 be worse?
No, yes. I'm just saying okay, 10 makes things most interesting and 6 or below makes things most interesting. 7 to 9 is you don't win, you don't lose. It's like a draw. It's like the worst thing ever. Okay. You know what? Okay, I think I'm going to give ground, which is gonna make things most interesting. I think I'm going to like a part of my body is from the impact shockwave, like the shockwave impacting my jelly body, like one of his probably like some of my jelly is blown to the side, so returning some functionality or maybe all functionality to the dude, I guess.
Okay.
Redeemer.
So
Yeah,
how about
here we
this?
go.
His vision is still obscured, however, he gets a nice big breath of air. So he can breathe again in order to try to pry you away. Sound good?
Sure.
Oh, right. And with that, should we have Evelyn go again? And Evelyn, please don't be shy about saying when and give yourself plenty of time. I mean, real life is more important than this game. Okay? So please give yourself enough time. Let us know when you need to get ready to go, okay?
Okay, it's just I'm also using this leeway because I really hate hospitals.
Okay, but yeah, you don't want to miss the train.
True.
So let us know. But why don't you figure out what else you want to do now? Do you want to try to further encapsulate one of the people? Do you want to try to? What do you want to try to do? You've got You've got a lot of versatility built into your abilities.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you've got a Lottie versatility built in.
I was waiting for that.
Oh my god. That's one thing I will never miss, right? Because they're so amazing. Right.
Nice.
Yeah, it seems like Flux is not in the mood. So.
Flux is never
Yeah,
going to
but,
move.
well, I'm never in the mood for jokes.
You have, like, that's a very sad viewpoint.
Well, depends on how people see it.
We see it as sad. But Evelyn, please.
Righty, so just completely forgot words there, right?
Words are difficult.
They are. Wait, so
Oh
who
my
else is
god!
kind of? Oh,
I just realized Redeemer can fly. I forgot that he can fly. Well now.
oh shit! Wait.
I forgot he can fly.
Yeah. To your guys' knowledge, Bad Bill and Redeemer can fly. Richard and Bob are landbound.
Wait, Bad Bill can fly?
Yep.
Oh no.
Bad Bill is
I-
basically is a steampunk Iron Man.
Oh.
Right.
Wait, so the
How?
others, you're
Wait, how is
really,
it? Oh, it's
wait,
fine.
you're literally questioning how steampunk works. Okay, that's okay.
Oh yeah, how did he have like any how does he have enough steam in his stock?
Steampunk is science fantasy. It's not bound by the laws of physics. Steampunk violates
Oh, I'm sorry, I
thermodynamics.
thought this was high realism.
And
This is not idealism.
not everything in steampunk expressly just uses steam.
Yeah. Like, just watch the movie, like the anime movie Steam Boy. That is like the typical steampunk science fantasy. It's like, the Force in Star Wars. It's science fantasy.
So,
Mhm.
Evelyn,
Mm.
the ones actively trying to get away that you've seen so far is Bob is trying to get away. You can't tell if Richard is because literally Janine's character is trying to tee off on him. And Bad Bill is trying to get Bob because Bad Bill can tell Bob's trying to get away.
When is the cavalry coming?
What cavalry?
We don't
Uh,
have
I mean, if you think about it, it's only been a couple minutes.
Yeah, and not to mention, we haven't called for cavalry yet. We haven't called for backup yet.
Well, I'm assuming that the civilians have.
Well, you can assume that. That doesn't mean they're gonna come in time.
Oh, actually, though, speaking of cavalry, didn't we say that Redeemer was trying to help other inmates get out?
Yeah, but like,
Gosh dang it.
no.
So could there
No,
be
no, we
cavalry
blocked-
from the other side?
No, we blocked it. We blocked the
Yeah,
holes, right?
we blocked.
It
Lottie
was
blocked it.
temporary unstable, I think.
No. Like I think.
Did you make it
I
permanent, or
managed-
was it temporary unstable?
No. We like I helped it by taking a condition or something to do that.
Okay, fair enough. I started to watch the recap last night, but then it got too late.
Okay, I'll see what I did and like copy paste it here. 1 second.
Yeah, this is kind of why we kind of need to be
Alright,
quick
okay,
about
okay.
this.
Okay. Lottie grows some vines to block the hole in the wall, but since she can't see the wall, the vines come up sporadically, blocking etc. The vines aren't going fast enough. It looks like someone else might come through. I grow a bunch of tentacles and grab some of the wall chunks to fill up the holes as best as I can. It's temporary, but it'll hold until the vines grow fully. So my wall fill up was temporary, but that would hold until the vines grow fully. So you can say someone has a fire powers who can burn through the vines, but the vines have grown.
So in other words, you're saying that
The vines
Hermes.
the vines have grown, but you can still that doesn't mean the vines are temporary, but the vines have grown, but someone can easily come through the vines. The vines are as strong as Lottie has made them.
As strong as vines are. Now, I will say that Lottie has been mixing it up with the bad guys. I don't know that our attention's been paid as much to the vines. Tell you what, let's bear in mind that the vines are the way they are, but if I get a chance to turn an action against you, that might be it. Does that make sense?
Yep.
No,
In other words, you guys get a failure or prompt a result that might actually cause the vines to that might cause an opening.
Shall we build a board right now, just so that we have an idea of where everyone is?
You mean a battle map?
Yeah.
I still haven't been able to figure out how to paste a background into a battle map.
Wait, you don't know how to paste a picture into Roll20? Just drag
No, how do I do it?
Yeah, just have to search the files on your PC.
What?
Yeah, you have to. Yeah, you have to. You have to choose them from your storage.
I have no idea what Flux just said. So okay, you could.
I think you said I have to pull a file from my pictures and then upload it. Is what I think he's getting at.
I think so, yeah. But yeah, I mean, you can just drag and drop something, some file that you have. Where is the echo coming from? Oh, Evelyn's inside. Okay.
Sorry.
The thingy, you can just drag and drop a file, an image onto Roll20. So you can't just directly save from Google Maps or something. You have to take a picture, save it in your hard drive, and then upload it into Roll20. But then once it's on Roll20, you can just use the paint tool to paint it accordingly to fit there. But you don't have to do that right now. But that's it's not that difficult.
All right, sorry. Here, actually, let's.
But it is very it is very it is kind of tedious. So I also don't do it. So don't feel bad.
Oh, you know what? Let me just.
But why is Redeemer Entropy's nemesis?
Weren't we
Yeah,
kind of
excuse me,
picking
what?
opposites?
Okay, that one.
Because it was basically the ones that if you were going to play capers, those were going to be the guys you were going to play.
Oh, I thought Redeemer would be Bunny Hop's opposite, because Bunny Hop kept macing him in the eye even after he was caught or something.
But just because Bunny Hop is a little socially unkind does not mean that they're the nemesis. No, I think everyone was responsible for. I think we had kind of picked nemesis, and wasn't Flux's character was the snow cone or whatever.
Yes.
All right. So I'm sorry, Eva. What do you want to do to act further now? Do you want to try to continue to wrap up someone, or do you want to solidify your vines against the to secure the prison?
I think I'll leave the vines up to fate.
I mean, okay.
Might as well make the poison ivy tighter.
Okay, on Bad Bill or Bob? No alliteration going on at all.
I know, I'm trying to figure out who would be more likely to cause more distraction, which I'm guessing would be Bad Bill, the mean one.
He is the mean one.
Mr. Grinch, right? So wrap him up tighter.
All right. Why don't I guess that's still going to be an unleash, I would think.
Nah, it could also be a danger. Like she is engaging him directly.
Okay. All right. So you're starting to maybe, let's say, cause a little constriction too.
So danger?
Yep. Sounds good.
Oh my god!
A.
Hey,
I think that's a hit.
really?
I don't
You
think so.
I'm not convinced. Let me look at the rolls. 2 6s. I mean, are you sure that's a hit though?
It's like a near miss.
Probably. Yeah. Just we'll say close enough. So why don't you wrap him up?
I shall.
Like, are you taking his control away from his rocket launcher so that he doesn't manage to shoot any more rockets?
Yeah, I guess they might as well, like, kind of clog it up.
All right. So which 2 choices are you taking? Take control away and
Can I see the thing, please?
Yes. Right here. I mean, it's on Roll20, but I'm just like copy pasting Blurk.
so you get to pick 2.
Yeah, take something from them, and I guess it'd be between create an opportunity or resist or avoid.
Or impress, surprise, and frighten.
True.
Scare the
I can't
Iron
think of
Man.
anything.
Scare the Iron Man. Scare the technology person that nature can fight back. The subtext. Can you imagine the subtext? Okay, I'll stop. That's a terrible idea.
Well, that convinced me enough.
Like, you're the tree person who's fighting back. Come on, it's awesome.
Hell yeah, why not? Impress, surprise, or frighten.
All right.
Because I can't think of anything to argue for the others either.
So we will say he is afraid, which triggers something.
Oh, lady.
Yes.
All right. He's going to. Let's see. Sorry, I'm not as good at this as I'm not in the zone.
It's okay. You literally just woke up. Like, literally.
I know.
What are you doing?
What you doing? What? What?
All right. So poison ivy is wrapped into the asphalt of the thing. So he's going to punch that exceptionally hard into the ground in order to try to break up the asphalt, in order to try to help get away from the vines. Dispersing poison ivy, which won't have a direct effect, but also making a general blast of stuff. Why don't I hate just saying everyone, take a powerful blow, because I don't know, it feels chintzy at that point.
So he just did a souvenir, just a what's that called? Reinhardt smash.
Sounds good.
The thing Reinhardt does in Overwatch, his ultimate.
Right. Yes, he smashes the ground. Let's see. The person who's probably most precariously placed is
Does he
Bunny, who's trying to. What's that?
does he like rip through the poison ivy to punch the ground?
He does some. I mean, he's getting closer to the ground, which is, if he was pulling away from the ground, the poison ivy would be hard to pull against. He's going closer to the ground, which is easier to do. And then he's got super strength, so he's just going to punch the ground in order to shatter the concrete around him.
So we go on the condition, the powerful blow.
I'm not going to give it to everyone. Janine, I'll give you the option if you want to take a powerful blow or if you want to take a condition. I figure Janine is the most unstable. She's standing on top of someone, which is
Yeah.
not the best footing.
Yes, I will.
Janine, don't stand on someone. Okay, just sit down in your chair. It's good for you.
Condition. Okay.
Yay! Cool.
All right. So I take it you were rolling to. That was a roll to take a powerful blow?
Yes.
Okay. So what are you going to do? What are you going to pick?
What are you picking? Okay. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Sorry.
No, you're not.
Hey,
Not at all.
7 to 9, choose one. You must remove yourself from. No. You lash out verbally, provoke and give round, struggle. I will give ground because, yeah, that will. Yeah, I will just give ground from the opposition because I probably top.
Okay. So effectively, you're backing off of the guy that you're teeing off on.
Yes.
That sounds fair to me. All right. So, all right, let's see. And then that means Eva has gone twice. Who wants to go next? We haven't heard from Flux in a while. Should Flux go?
Oh, is it my turn? Or I thought it
Yes.
was still Evie's turn.
Evie acted by further encapsulating Bad Bill in poison ivy, which caused Bad Bill to react by punching the ground.
This caused Bonnie to lose her footing from Richard's head and fall, drop down to the ground, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. She
Upon
fell
yeah.
off and kind of backed away some.
All right. So well, let's see here. How many people are in armor right now?
Well, everyone.
Like all the steampunk boys are in armor.
Yeah. That. But what about the others? What are they doing right now? Oh, they're all running away, right? Yeah, I see. I suppose I can just focus down one person. Which one is most likely to get away? Or apart from the one
Richard is now able to get up and run away. Redeemer could fly away at any time, though he'll be taking your teammate with him.
Mm-hmm. That's fine.
all right, so in that case, the teammate,
honestly, Flux, you can have entropy roll to assess to figure out what's going to happen. If you're waiting around a little bit to figure out what's happening, how the battle
That's a
is
very
going
good
to
point.
At that point,
you don't have to
be a
constantly
bit too
fight
late
and ask the
by now.
GM what's going to happen. You can just use a move to find out.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna assess for information I already have.
Do you have information?
Uh,
Because you are asking like what's going to happen next, so you're not sure you have that
yeah,
information.
because I'm at the position where everything right now.
All right.
So okay, I guess I can assess if the steampunk Richard can actually fly away, and he's actually free to do it unless there's an outside interference.
Richard can't fly.
Which one is flying?
Nobody's
Bad
flying.
Bill
This is
can
why I
fly.
hate names.
Bad Bill can fly, but he's the only one who can fly. This is in character knowledge that we actually didn't know last session, but it's fine.
Oh.
Bad
I
Bill can
suppose I'll.
fly and Redeemer can fly.
Yes.
Well, considering I don't know Redeemer can fly. Wait, no,
Yeah,
actually, we did
yeah,
fight him, so I
yeah.
know
You
can
know,
fly.
we
Yeah.
know Redeemer can fly because we fought him and captured him like in our backstory, so we would know he can fly.
In that case, I'll just try to heat up Bill, and try to overload the jetpack he has.
Nice.
You're gonna try to what up, Bill? It almost sounded like you
Heat
said heal him up.
heat up.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, are you getting close
Also,
to him?
upon due
Because you
deliberate,
have like a short range, right?
upon looking into my hammer space, I realized I don't have another weapon, so I'm just like, oh shit.
I know it. I know.
Alright. It's a freak.
Are you like getting close to him because you're like hitting his like
No,
short
I can
range,
do
right?
it from a distance. I
Oh,
can do it from
really?
a distance.
Like how far can you do it from?
As long as I can see them.
Can you heat up the moon? Ooh, now that's
That is too big, probably. A bit too big.
Can you heat a rock on the moon, or since you can't see that, you
Hold
can't
on, I
do
think
that?
I have this written down. Hold on.
Why am I bothering
Oh
you
well.
like this?
In
I'm
that
sorry.
case, is it an unleash?
Yeah, if you want to try to heat him up, it'll be unleash.
-1 feet, go. Oh shit.
Oh, also,
I mean,
you don't have anything written down about your powers in your like character sheet. So.
Yeah, it was on the paper, but I threw it away. Or
No, no,
yeah, I was cleaning up my room.
I love it.
Sorry. Oh well.
So okay, so you try to heat him up. Now, let's think about this.
Oh my
At
gosh.
least the way
Did-
you're heating him up
do you
now,
sit-
the metal is going to dissipate the heat
Ooh.
better than most things. However, those vines are less resistant to heating up, and they're going to absorb more of the heat. So you've just embrittled her vines that are holding him down. You just let Bad Bill loose.
I didn't know he was on the. He was being vined down. Oh well.
You knew that. That's what like Bonnie was like. So
Yeah, I
thought
didn't-
he
I
was
didn't-
doing this entire time.
In other words, he wasn't paying attention when it
Yeah,
was stated.
you weren't paying attention again.
Yeah, I thought it was about another person.
Yeah. What another person does is important to you because you're using that information to choose what's going to
Well,
happen
it's too
next.
late,
Ah,
Like this is something
I know.
I mentioned.
welcome back, Evie. It's no big deal, Flux. You didn't know you've never heated up someone who was in metal armor trapped in vines before, so you weren't aware that this was going to happen.
Yes.
Fair?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Evie, welcome back. Good news, Entropy decided to free up Bad Bill of
Yay!
your annoying vines.
It's a very bad roll.
Completely overriding your entire process of binding him up. But you can yell at her later.
So, and all right, who do we want to jump to next? Because either
Do
Annie or
Bonnie,
Janine.
Do Bonnie. She just lost her footing and is next to Richard, who can fight back.
Okay,
So that's fine.
Bunny, we're happy to hear from you.
Yes. What exactly is Richard doing right now beside me flopping around on the floor?
Richard just got up.
Okay. Okay, he's missing his helmet, right? And you told me
Correct.
he could.
He's missing
He
his
could.
cool samurai helmet.
No.
You can see that he is, in fact, a very
German man.
indistinct looking German guy.
Indistinct. He's still wearing. Uh, okay, so does the armor look like it could fly? Because Bonnie didn't know he could fly.
Richard can't
Uh,
fly.
Richard doesn't look like you can't see anything that would give him Richard propulsion. Plus, his armor is very large and bulky.
Okay, good. So I'll just, if I can just make you stop, going around. So I will teleport with his pants off.
You're gonna try to teleport his pants off.
Yes.
Yeah, basically the lower part of the armor, because I'm sure that that armor is really heavy and I doubt he would be able to walk with it without the support of the lower
I,
part of
I,
it.
I googled German guy and found this guy, so this is now what the canonically Richard looks like. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna basically touch over his foot and try to teleport with his lower part of the arm.
Okay, we'll let you try this, though. I don't know. In some ways, I weigh out the possibility of having armored opponents and you being able to take apart all of their armor piecemeal
Like
by teleporting.
you can just say like that's not possible for her to do. It's totally fine for you to say that's not possible.
I mean, I still would roll it with disadvantage, right? I
Well, I mean,
did.
the only
Right.
disadvantage you'd have would be I mean, I guess actually, Annie, there's no mechanic for. I mean, some people do it, I know, but there's no mechanic for saying, "Oh, that's really tough. Do a -2," or
No,
is there?
no, there's
There
no
is.
mechanic. If you think that it is tough but possible, then like I've done it a few times in my campaigns. That if you like I know it's like tiny points, but I've done it. Like if you did good role play, I'll give you a +1. If you if something bad is can happen, I'll give you a -1. But as long as there's a chance for success, if there is no chance for success that it cannot happen, then there's no roll, because that should like this it's
Eh,
predetermined. But otherwise, yeah, you can make the roll harder. But
well, how good are you at teleporting? First of all, you teleport with things, right? You don't
Yes.
teleport things without them. Now,
Yeah.
so how good are you with teleporting something attached to something else?
ooh,
Well, oh,
Because I mean,
I,
can you teleport someone out of their clothing? That seems really fine manipulation.
I mean, you said it yourself. It's really hard. I can't just teleport the half of his body away, so that would be really pretty brutal.
Yeah, I mean, and the armor is pretty form fitting. I mean, it's attached
Yeah.
pretty well. I mean,
are you saying the
so
armor makes him hot?
I'm not going there yet.
You know what? You know what? If
I love the
this is
silence.
getting harder, so I will teleport him, the whole him, above one of the other villains and basically surf him down. Like I'm gonna be standing on him
Yes,
as we fall down.
yes. Oh God.
Okay, so you're gonna try to drop him
Yeah,
on
drive
top
him
of
into
another
another
villain.
Yeah, I'm basically gonna human surf him to someone else.
This is amazing.
Okay,
Yes, yes.
we're gonna allow it. Bear in mind also that, and no, not my pet bear, but bear in mind that you're gonna have weight limits sometime, but we're gonna allow it.
Yes.
So, all right. So who do you want to drop him onto?
Who's the? I say Bob because I see him running away.
Yeah, Bob is, well, I mean, technically the villains get to act, so I'm going to say Bob is just about free to the vines that are on him as well. So you want to drop them on Bob?
Yes.
All right. That sounds like an. Actually, we're gonna make that a danger roll because we're gonna say that you're hitting Bob with Richard.
Okay. What am I gonna roll again?
You're going to roll danger
Uh,
or de-anger if you're
oh,
French.
it's a miss.
Oh,
Wow.
that's too bad.
Yeah.
Okay, what would happen if you teleported in a way that Richard kind of fell on you instead of falling on Bob?
Well, maybe I got the calculation wrong. So instead that I will be on the top, he will be on the top. So basically, I teleport upside down.
And a big, heavy, powered armor guy is going to land on you partially. I'm not going to make him full body slam on top of you. That would be mean.
Wait,
Yeah.
do you manage the teleport above Bob? Like, are you being sandwiched between Bob and Richard falling on you?
Yeah, I guess I missed the whole teleport thing. So yeah.
Now, mark potential. And take a powerful blow.
Combat roll. Yes.
Nice roll.
Nice, mark another
Nice.
potential, man. That's awesome.
As Richard's body picks up speed with you under him, you realize the predicament you're in, and you basically push yourself out so you don't actually get slammed between the two.
Yes.
All right, so we've got Richard and Bob both next to each other. You're right next to them. Redeemer is wrestling with a goo girl covering his eyes, and Bad Bill has just been freed of his bonds thanks to our human microwave. So I think Annie's up.
Oh no. All right. I need to see this. I'm what? Why? I'm well, I'm gonna stop watching that because A, it's mesmerizing. B, it literally makes zero sense. I think this thing involves more beers than. I, you know, that sounds like a great town you live in. Honestly, city, whatever. Okay, all right. Hmm. 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 Ooh. Hmm. 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 Okay. What's my power again? Right. I'm a slime person. Okay. How strong am I? Like, am I like the typical strength of like a 16-year-old?
Yeah, because we're gonna say we're gonna beef you up a little bit. However, we're also gonna knock you down. In fact, the fact that you have no skeletal structure in order to attach musculature too.
Mm-hmm.
So let's just put you at what your strength was before you were turned into
Okay, cool.
a slime monster.
Okay, cool. So I do not have the leverage to lift like Redeemer. I'm not physically capable of that. Good. That is excellent.
Probably not.
Yeah, that is excellent. Okay. But because I'm a slime person, I do have probably the physicality to, like, elastic fling him.
You're gonna throw Redeemer?
Can I?
I mean, I'll let you try to reach out and grab something and attach it and tether it. I don't think you've got the capability of throwing him. Remember, he's also got super strength.
That's
Redeemer is a really dumb Superman.
okay. Who's moving right now? Like the of the steampunk fellas.
Well, everyone's kind of people are getting ready to basically.
Yeah, but who's moving right like this second? Do I see someone moving?
Bad Bill is getting ready to move over to Bob.
Okay, cool. Yes, I'm going to Mr. Fantastic stretch over and tether to Bad Bill, basically creating like a slime tether between Redeemer and Bad Bill. I don't know what this is going to accomplish, but I'm doing it, damn it.
You're trying to make a bolo out of
probably
out of
yeah.
two bad guys. So
I have no idea what's gonna happen.
I'll allow it.
So what do I like? Is there a role? Like what is going on?
It still sounds like an unleash, I'd say.
All right.
Trying to change your environment, right?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's.
Because I don't think it's a damaging thing, so I'm not going to.
Oh my gosh! Oh damn!
I'm trying to figure out how I was able to drag everyone onto this thing except for Redeemer.
Drag them into this thing, like on the.
Or
you mean like make a token?
Can you guys see anything in the background?
No, it's
Yeah, you
completely
can just
white.
drag the name onto the thing.
Yeah, drag the name, not the icon. Don't
It
drag
worked on everyone else, but it didn't work on Redeemer.
Redeemer is so
maybe because he's
special.
part of Team Blast.
No, he's the special person. He's a special person. He needs special.
He is very special.
He needs special like attention and care. Okay, I'll stop.
Okay, so sorry. All right. Anyway, if I have something on the map, how do I show you guys? Do I just page toolbar?
If it's on the GM layer, we can't see it. If it's on the map layer or the token layer, we can see it. If it's on a different page than where the players are, we can't see it.
Oh.
Yes, the player slide the thing that says player, the red thing at the different page division.
Do you see it now?
Yes, we can see stuff now. Yay, we're not blind.
Oh, okay, cool.
Blindness.
So yeah,
we're alive.
So I've got everyone on there. I should have made the battle map bigger, but or I'm sorry, actually, it's smaller.
I can just zoom in.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, we can just zoom in at any time. Like we have a great zoom feature.
Yeah, that works too. All right, that's a general thing, though. I can't move. Like I said, it's not letting me drag Redeemer onto the map. Whenever I click and drag him onto the map, it opens up his picture.
No, click his name.
Yeah, I am.
Drag his name.
I am actually clicking his name and dragging it over.
Okay,
Can
drag
you
his
edit
icon
him?
then? Drag his icon then?
Nothing.
Okay, then Redeemer is already on the map somewhere.
Oh, that's possible.
Yeah, let's just draw him down. Just draw him.
There we go.
Ah, you're the best.
Yeah, there we go. Flux always has the most like out of the box solutions. Like literally nobody can come up with better solutions out of the box than Flux. This is fact.
Good job, Flux.
Yeah.
You forgot to draw the cape.
Oh my gosh! How dare you,
Oh my
Flux?
god, fine.
You have disappointed us forever by forgetting to draw a cape. Wait, he doesn't have a cape. What are you talking about? Redeemer doesn't have a cape. God damn it!
You put a cape on it.
He doesn't have a cape.
Evelyn, how you doing on time?
Right now, actually.
Okay. All right, then, and forgive me, we will have a short session today, but what we'll do is we will get through everyone's actions this round and then push through everyone's actions the next round and stop off at you. Okay?
Okay.
Does that sound fair to everyone?
Yeah.
Next week.
I really think we need to figure out a new time slot because this time slot is just not working out for Evelyn anymore. Like
Well,
consistently not
she's
working.
going through some stuff too. But okay, Evelyn, look at your options if you would, please.
Yeah.
If everyone wants to start an hour earlier, I'm fine. I just need some warning on that because I stayed
think,
up
like,
till midnight last night.
Starting an hour earlier is not really going to change anything. Like we started an hour earlier and we couldn't even
Well, we started a half hour earlier.
Still.
Plus, if we had more time and warning about it, it would be easier to do that. So, let's banty it about over the course of this week, okay?
Okay.
Evelyn, I hope everything goes okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm
Thank you.
sorry, everyone.
No, please don't apologize. They're family concerns are more important than watching a goo girl try to cement two bad guys to each other.
Is it though? Is
Yeah,
it really?
your family. Someone else's family, maybe not, but your family, yeah.
Damn.
All right. Thank you, Evelyn. Please take care.
Of course. Bye, everyone.
All right. So,
Ooh, I should
your
also
role-
suggest like the next session try to end the fight because we've had fights for 2 sessions now. Okay, 3 sessions.
I think
Okay,
it's 3
4
right now.
sessions. Yeah, 3 sessions. Yeah. Like we've not had a fight for like no, yeah, 3 sessions. You're right. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Session
Yeah,
1
I'm
was
sorry.
a fight. Session 2 was a fight. Session 3 was a fight. Session 0.5 was preparing for the fight.
True. All right. So, why don't you try to grab the two guys and put them together?
I rolled
And
already.
I'm thinking unleash.
I rolled already.
Oh, you did? Oh, I'm sorry, I did not see it. Okay, so what do you temporary or unstable?
Temporary is fine.
Okay. So, all right. Bad Bill is starting to fly towards his brother. I think I'm going to have to use just a substitute for Redeemer because I can't drag him on. What happens if I try to drag Iceman? Nope, same thing. It's because they're all ranked under Team Blast, maybe?
No, that shouldn't be a factor. That should not be
It
a factor
shouldn't.
at all. That's not a factor. I could draw like everyone from like bouldering.
That's
That doesn't make a
bizarre.
factor. It is bizarre. I don't get it. It's like so
Let's see. We just it's not letting me drag Sarah Connor or those people, nor Dr. Reelgood.
Can you drag like us onto the map?
Yeah, I thought that's how. Didn't you guys start off? Do you guys see yourselves?
Yeah, we do. I just like
Yeah, I dragged you guys onto the map.
can you drag? Okay, so it's obviously not like a thingy factor. Oh, are you logged in as a player or a GM? Should be a GM.
I should be a GM.
Yeah, you should be a GM. That's a,
Hmm.
just reload just reload. I think it's just roll 20.
You mean
up.
shut down and restart it?
Not the entire computer. Just roll 20.
No, I'm not going to do the entire computer.
Just roll 20. Just like close the tab and reopen. Like yeah, you're doing it. I just oh my gosh.
That was funny.
Was it really?
Yeah. Okay. It was really.
Okay. that
And-
help?
Probably not, but we'll try. Nope. All right. Here,
Okay.
hold on.
Are you sure he's not already on the map somewhere?
I'm pretty sure because
Oh,
I
okay,
tried
okay.
to drag
Hey.
all the other people that I have
Hey,
under.
no, wait. Open a new map. Like, go to the top, create a new page, go to the new page, and try to drag and drop him onto the page.
Let me try something
See
else
if
real
that
quick.
works. Because you should be able to make 2 copies of one NPC. That's like how it works. So, there's really no reason you can't be able to do. Yeah, like you can make copies of NPCs or PCs. Just. Janine, are you doing that?
I just thought of like armor reducing just making people have -1 to take a powerful blow. As I've been GM, have there been any GMs that do that?
No,
Oh, that's
it
Jador.
depends. It depends on the context, like how, like how you're getting.
No,
I made it
it's
different.
about just
I
like
made it
end
different
game
for you.
stuff. That
But
it's like
yeah,
end game stuff.
I wonder if it's how the entry's made.
No, it's. I don't know. How is
See.
the entry made? Are these characters or are these handouts?
Let's see. So let's bring up Redeemer. How would it show up?
If it's a character, then it would have a tab for character sheet. Otherwise, it wouldn't. That also wouldn't be a
Oh,
factor, but that also shouldn't be a factor because you can, like, the GM can control like characters as easily as handouts.
yeah, it's a character.
It's a character. Why? Do they have like stats like a character sheet?
Actually, that doesn't. No, I guess not. But pretty sure I added it as. Should we worry about this now?
No.
I don't know.
I mean,
Okay.
you have a picture for him on the board, so it doesn't matter now. But it's something.
I mean, it's a good thing that you experiment now so that future
Yeah, that's
sessions can be.
yeah, that's true though. Like it's better like we experiment it now than like
That's true. If I
we
get
forget.
your help.
Like worst case
Well,
scenario, you
I can
make a new
remake them.
game. You make a new game entirely and like create everything again. Okay, that's not the worst case. Okay,
what
yeah, that is the
sizing?
worst case scenario.
Okay, change the number, please. We're all suffering right now.
Oh, you know what though? You're right. If he's made as a character, I can drag him. I think if they're made as notes or whatnot, then I
Is that why
can't.
he's in notes?
No,
That's why.
Oh, there's a difference between note and handout, though. Handouts you can drag. Do you mean handouts?
Okay.
Because handouts you can drag. Like you can drag handouts.
Well, let's find out. But I bet it's I mean if I make him as a character, I know I can drag. Maybe I made him as folders, in which case folders though.
No. Folders you
No.
can't do, like you can't edit folders. You can only like delete them or move them. You can't like add pictures in folders, right?
Yeah, I think I can do characters, but
Okay. Hey. What if you change like this guy's picture to the Redeemer, like El Luchador picture, like, and then drag the new thing, and then just delete the old entry for like him? Would that work? That help?
yeah, I grabbed a goofy other picture, but I'll just upload the Redeemer picture we have. And then I'll actually just have a separate entry. What the ass? Damn it. My tab showed on me. Or did it? Am I showing up in Roll20?
No.
Didn't think so.
Did you just
All
close
my
the tab?
tabs. I didn't. It closed on its own because it's being a jerk.
Like what?
I'm sure it's not because. Well, actually, no. I was going to blame Windows products, but the fact of the matter is it's it was Google Chrome.
There's your problem right there. I'm only saying that because I don't like I prefer Firefox to Chrome. I don't actually know if Roll20 behaves weirdly with Chrome or not. I don't know this. I'm just claiming it because I prefer Firefox. That's all.
Alright.
So like it's possible that that is the reason, but I don't think it is. But it's possible.
Yeah. I think. Here, let's see.
Please be fixed, damn it.
I just got to find my Redeemer picture.
Oh, it's just you can just Google Jackie Chan Adventures what's his face name? El Luchador? I think that was his name. Janine, remember Lucho, the Luchador cat?
Oh yeah.
Okay, good.
All right, so let's go over this in our head. You put yourself in between the two as a goo bond. Bill is going to try to go over to.
Oh, gonna grab that and move that, I guess. Oh,
which
God.
will slingshot Redeemer
And myself as well. Oh my gosh.
and you. All right, so we're gonna have a big pig pile right here.
Yes, Oh, this is yes.
So everyone's in one spot, pretty much.
Wait, was there or was there not a bowling ball hitting the bowling pin sound?
Sure,
Good.
sure, that'll work. All right, so now I don't know that there's an easy way to represent this, represent how this happened, but let's see. Let me open up those guys. Suffice it to say, they are not happy with the circumstance.
Not with that
And
attitude, they're not.
I guess it's a new turn. Now,
Do I take damage
question.
or something?
You're a gummy worm. Do gummy worms take damage when you stretch them?
I have
Only if
no,
you stretch them too far.
I have no idea.
And if you get tension damage, that's when you take damage. Like how you stretch out a rubber band and it starts to get like you can see like some strain on it. That's when you get damage.
Yeah. Yeah, when it's strained past the capability to retract, basically. Question for Annie as the GM.
Oh no.
Okay, in looking at the circumstance, do the bad guys ever get to go, or is everything reactionary? That doesn't seem to make sense. I thought bad guys get chances to go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like okay, bad guys can do stuff as a reaction and as their own turn. Bad guys, if you mark a bad guy condition, they immediately get to go as a reaction.
Okay. And that's kind of what I thought, but I hadn't actually been acting for them too often.
Oh no, it's fine. Like
All right.
remember, this is literally your first fight. This is literally like that first scene in Halcyon, Australia at the ATM fight. Okay, it's that one scene. It's just stretching out across multiple sessions, but it's still just one scene. So.
But
so,
you did so well.
Remember how terrible I was? I didn't do any condition moves. I didn't do any bad guy turn moves. I just had so much terrible things. But, you know, so you're doing better than me, like mechanically speaking.
All right.
I think it's just a matter of like you should just like ditch the actual moves of the bad guys and just go for villainous actions like in Critical Role.
All right. So Bad Bill yells to Redeemer, "You grab Richard, I'll grab Bob, and we will fly out of here." So they all wrap up each other in basically a giant villain group hug and start to fly away with
Yeah,
you.
that is infinitely better than what has been done the past few sessions. I'm no offense.
Wait,
What's
what?
that?
Yeah, that is infinitely much better than what has been happening in the last 4 sessions. Just you saying that.
Oh,
You know what?
you
Yeah,
like me saying
I mean, bad guys deciding to fly in a group hug is literally the most adorable and heartwarming and wholesome thing ever. I'm sorry, it is.
And also just like as a logistical way of saying everyone did that thing in one turn. Let's just go.
Yeah, and
They're
like
done.
you know, and the flyers are helping the non-flyers, unlike other superhero things where they don't. But okay.
And fortunately, to help them all stay together, they have Daphne.
I'm attaching all
Oh
of them
shit.
together like a giant pile.
You
I hope you have a tracker on you. Do you have a tracker on you?
I don't have anything on me except my phone, which is somewhere floating inside me. Okay.
Yeah, does anyone have the Find the Goo app?
Can I like okay? Can I go now or is it their turn? Like it's fine if it's their turn. I'm just curious.
Question for you. And I've seen this
Sessions off,
before and it's
I
kind of
guess.
fun.
And
Okay.
What's that?
never mind.
Do we want to try an experiment with regards to turn order? I've seen a game where they do a thing called the popcorn method, which is kind of interesting.
I've never heard
Now,
of it, so I don't know. Sure. I guess.
the popcorn method works that someone's designated to go first, and they say who goes next, and they say who goes next, and they say who goes next. Now,
Okay, that sounds
if you
interesting.
get to the end of the order and the bad guys haven't gone, the bad guys go last. The bad guys go twice. So that encourages you to
Ah,
let the bad guys go before the end of the order.
cool. That's well. I think going twice is weird because I think like when you attack bad guys, like the rules say that they get to go as a reaction, but they also get a turn of their own. So getting them 2 turns
That's fair.
simultaneously feels chronologically awkward.
Well, and the game system doesn't lend itself as much to that.
Yeah.
So I'm open either way. All
I
right.
I think it's
like
just a
I
matter of
think
that
the
in
how
mind, who
I
wants
think
to
the
organic they should be.
I think the popcorn method has merit. I actually like how does this sound? So like
I think it works better in a more simulation battle type system, I guess.
now I think like okay, so currently the situation is that like basically you're the GM, you get to decide who's going next, and you just like designate a player to go next. They ask their character what they're doing, and they're going next, right?
Fair.
So
And I think the
so
best
like
person to go next is you're the one wrapped up in the group hug.
mhm.
So what do you want to do?
Yeah, I
Okay.
guess aliens are just
Like I think there's
aggressive about
okay.
everything.
So what I was suggesting is to have like just give that popcorn method a try, but as a modified. So like when a PC ends their turn, that player suggests someone who will go, and you will basically go through the fiction. You, the GM, will decide the fiction if that makes sense or if someone else makes sense more.
Okay.
So like
Yeah,
we can all suggest, but you will be the final arbiter in deciding who goes next. But you can use our justification to like like figure that out.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair. But in this case, I'm going to say you. It's
Oh my
the
gosh.
start of a new turn, and Annie, you get to go.
Oh my gosh. So I'm just like wrapped up
alright,
onto them
I'll just type
all.
this out for Evie
I'm
in the Discord.
You can
oh
just do it on the Discord. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Okay. There's a lot flying up there. Okay. 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 I'm going to just like rapidly grow like multiple tentacles, and I'm gonna try to grab onto as many cars or street lamps or like anything. I want to ground myself. I'm not letting them fly off. So if I stretch, then so be it.
Ooh, that sounds rough.
It is very rough.
Give it a shot, which is still gonna be an unleash, I'll say.
Okay, cool. Give me the thingy. Give me the thingy. Give me the thingy. Give me the thingy. Hey!
Temporary or unstable, or are you gonna take a condition?
Okay. I'm gonna mark afraid. Because I'm being stretched in ways I have not yet been stretched. And I'm terrified that it's going to hurt me real bad. But I'm gonna make this permanent. There's like a stretchy, gooey bubble gum slime attaching them. Like they're trying to fly up, and I'm like grabbing onto cars and just heavying them down. And you like the others, like the comic panel or the TV show camera probably shows my extremely like cartoonish face on like inside at the center, and it's like very like the stress effect from animes like onto it. I don't know what that is. Stress effect from anime. Anime stress effect. I don't know. I don't know. Probably something I don't know, but you know what I mean. Oh my gosh, I've become Plastic Man. This is amazing.
All right. Okay, so who do you want to popcorn to?
Ooh, okay. I think Bonnie, because she's like teleporting.
Okay, Bunny, there is a ball of a villain group hug, being held down by chewing gum.
Yeah.
They're right now probably, we're gonna say about 15 feet or 5 yards off, or 5 meters off the ground.
So they're basically running away.
They're trying to, but right now they're being held back by chewing gum girl.
Okay, I will mutter to myself, how in the hell, that's way too heavy to lift. And basically think of ways. The only thing I could think of is I will hold on to one of for Daphne. Wait, what her name is? I always forgot.
Daphne.
Nymph?
Yeah.
Yeah, Nymph.
Oh yeah, Nymph. I will hold on one of Nymph tentacles on one of the cars and just basically teleport her to me. So I wouldn't, be anywhere near that mass of steampunk
So
dudes.
you're grabbing a tentacle of Nymph and teleporting it?
You, you're gonna tear a tentacle off me?
No, I just want to. Okay, yeah. Now that you say it, I
That's
would
my body.
basically just rip it.
That's my
Yeah.
body part. It's like
Yeah, I
literally
was.
like ripping off a finger of a person.
Yeah. Now I think about it, I will just hold. Basically, I will just hold on to entropy and just teleport me and him at the top of the human ball. And just basically tell entropy, well, figure this out, man.
Wait, so she teleported me to the top?
The
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
the villain pile. The flying
Yeah,
villain
and
pile.
I'm right next to you, so well, we're
Why
both
would you do that?
fucked. What now?
Okay, before you teleport me, wait, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm
Just
just
like,
basically.
and then she just like put your hand on me and just like, And you said, figure this out.
Yes.
All right. So in next turn is probably obviously me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be a
Gesture.
little bit evil, and it's probably just a little bit too evil for a teen.
You're gonna selfishly use team?
No, it's gonna be a Swiss Army knife from my hammer space, and probably stab a dude.
You're going to what? Wait. Oh, knife. Okay. Wait, who are you going to stab? Like Richard's head or Redeemer? Those are the only things you can stab.
Okay, yeah, it's like the best place will be to just like stab into the eye hole of a villain, or will be to just
Oh.
stab into the nape.
Oh.
Yeah, it's that evil. It's evil.
I mean, yeah, it's evil. But now we know that like entropy, like where entropy lies on the scale of heroism and anti-heroism. So that's always good to know. That's always good.
Okay,
Well, I
let
mean,
me just see
it
if I
was
have.
luck, so we already had an idea. But
Well, yeah, but just, yeah.
it was. So, who are you trying to stab?
Hold on, let me see if I can. I don't have guilty. Nice. All right, so
You don't have a goatee?
who is the better flyer? Who is the better flyer?
Well, one of the person has like power, like as a superpower flight. The other person has like technological flight, which you can like destroy and then they'll fall. But
Technological
you
flight
can
then.
never
Okay.
take out the superpower
Okay.
flight unless you have power negation. Yes.
All right. I hold out a knife right to the face of Richard. Bad Bill or Richard?
Bad Bill's the flyer.
Just like really close, super close to his eye, and really close. Let us down, Ernie. Don't.
Actually, wait a minute. I'm sorry. You're not in the air, are you?
I am in the air.
No, he's on like the villain pile. Bonnie grabbed him and climbed, like teleported on the villain pile in the air.
Okay. All right.
I wonder who I'm actually stepping on. Probably Daphne. Anyway, I grabbed the knife, put it dangerously close to the eye hole of Bad Bill. Actually, no, Bad Bill he has a helmet on, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Bad Bill has a helmet on.
Is that an
Bad
eye
Bill
hole
has
I can
steampunk Iron Man helmet on.
stab through? Is that a slit I can just jostle my way through?
Does he have eye holes that can like have something go through them, or does he have?
Well, not eye holes, but at least a gap in the armor thing. You need gaps in order to move.
I mean, you can hope. I'm not gonna.
In that
I'm not
case,
gonna
I'll just
say
go
you
to
can
Redeemer.
blast through his armor, and you don't know. You don't know if it's metal plated and they use a camera or what.
In that case, I'll just like go to Redeemer. Go. It's like, all right, dudes, we're getting off Ernie. Let go of this wild ride, or I'm stabbing this into your eye.
Let go of what?
It's like I'm provoking him. I'm provoking.
Oh.
Yes, provoking him to do what?
To let everyone down. Ernie, with very optionally let us down very carefully so that we all don't get hurt, or I'll stab this to your eye.
Well, why don't you roll provoke?
Yes.
One superior, no guilty, go.
Oh my god. Hey man, do you think he's convinced? I'm not sure he's convinced. I'm not convinced he's convinced.
Well, the Redeemer does what he can, which is let go of Richard, who he was holding. Richard, now Okay, who are you standing on?
Probably I'm actually. I mean, I'm standing on Daphne, but I don't know who I'm actually standing on. I'm just standing on the ghoul right now.
So you're standing on Goo?
I think you're standing on the villain
Yeah,
pile because
yeah.
the goo isn't viscous. Oh no, it would be viscous because I'm viscous enough to grab them, right? Yeah, it would be viscous. Yeah, you can stand on me right now. Yeah, go on. You can do it.
Well,
Okay, so now that he's let go,
Richard
there's gonna
falls
be
to the
very.
ground because Richard
Oh,
isn't
shit.
wrapped up in anyone. The only thing that was holding Richard was Redeemer, which means it's going to stretch Daphne a little bit more as Redeemer's flying away by himself.
Which in turn unbalances the whole villain pile and just makes us go in the collision course to the ground. Hold on, everyone.
So it basically stretches things out. Now I gotta find Richard.
Okay, hold on. Let me just find the combat thing.
Okay,
Here
so
it is.
wait, Redeemer lets go of Richard and Richard falls to the ground. So so yeah, we're just now shy of we now only have 3 villains on the pile. What about Redeemer? He's still attached to
Redeemer's
the
trying to fly away.
pile.
Now he's attached to you. Redeemer's super strong, so it's stretching you out a little bit more.
So what happens next?
Well,
I'm asking that.
I think
then
we
let's
have to
try to
leave.
figure out who's going to go next.
I think we have to leave because we've all went and it would be Lottie's turn.
Well, I mean, you guys can popcorn to the bad guys.
Yeah, we can, but I think it would be Lottie's turn because she would try to help when her friends teleported up without her.
Yeah, it's a big party, and the only person who is now Richard and Lottie are the only two who are not there.
Yeah.
By the way, I moved the characters list to the top. Did that
Yeah, I
fix
noticed.
what you were asking about?
We can
Yeah, that's great.
Okay.
Yeah, he's just saying that PCs should be on the top because we're the main characters. That's all.
And also
And
for ease of access.
I just put them in an order, and I'm still learning the system.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys want to get ready to knock it off?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to know the consequences of my actions. So
Find out later. I
Richard.
Richard potentially might get away on foot. Redeemer might potentially get away by flying away.
Hey,
In other words,
Aillas, I'm curious. How many conditions did you give these guys? Because we've hit them more than 5 times now, and they're still not falling. This is confusing.
I gave 2 to the weaker steampunk guys each, and 3 to Bad Bill.
You are
Bad
aware
Bill's
that,
relatively untouched.
You are aware that when we engage them as a when we directly hit them or something, they mark a condition then and there.
Yeah. In fact,
we don't have to.
Bob and Richard are both in the try to run the hell away mode, which is why they're trying to get away. Okay. You guys are stopping them from getting away, and that's why. And honestly, Bad Bill hasn't been completely unleashing on you because he's trying to get them away, and also Bad Bill doesn't hurt women.
Wow, how?
We're all women.
Yep.
I'm apparently gender neutral.
What was it? Well, okay. Technically, we're not women because we're not adults.
Okay, doesn't hurt females.
That's incredibly sexist.
By Daphne's account,
incredibly sexist.
By Daphne's account, I'm androgynous, so I don't know.
That is just incredibly sexist.
Yep, but he's got his own way of doing things, and then their drive the whole time hasn't been to fight you.
Hey kids, remember, chivalry is sexist. I said it. It's true. Go.
It is sexist, but whether or not it's a bad sexist Depends on who you're talking to.
It's very much bad because, yes.
And I mean, essentially, their drive is not to fight you. Their drive is, well, the
free their
Steampunk's drive was to free Redeemer. And Redeemer's drive is to get away. He was trying to help the Steampunks out. You've talked him out of it. Now he's just trying to get away
Wait, we talked him out of it?
by trying to threaten to stab him in the eye. Redeemer decided, hey, it's not worth holding on to this guy. I'm out of here.
Ooh, hey, question. Since Redeemer is now going to fly away while still attached to me, does that make me take a powerful blow? Because it's stretching me much farther than like.
I figured that just kind of started, and those guys aren't acting yet, and it'll kind of be up to what Eva does, I think.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so hold on. So Richard is kind of
Richard is what?
Richard fell to the
dangling.
ground. Oh, okay. How high were we at this time?
15 feet.
Ah, okay. Okay.
I
I
mean,
thought you
he's
said.
about
I thought you said 15 meters. I'm like, wait, Richard fell
No, I
15
said
meters?
15 feet or 5 meters or 5
Okay.
yards.
Okay.
I mean, that's still how many damage? That's still a 4d4 damage.
Dude, this is not the D&D.
True,
Yeah,
it's not
he's wearing
D&D,
armor.
and it is powered armor. Have you guys ever played Fallout?
Did he land on his feet though?
Hey,
I'm asking that.
Even if he doesn't, he lands.
Dude,
Oh,
Iron Man
yeesh.
landed from the sky in his Mark 1 suit onto the sand of a desert, like after falling 50 feet. And he didn't even break a single bone. So,
Actually, didn't
I
he
think
actually
And
break
that's
one
totally
bones?
realistic.
that's
He was
totally
in a wheelchair
realistic.
in the next
Totally
scene.
realistic.
No. In the movie, I remember him being in a wheelchair because of it.
Yeah, but he didn't break any bones. No, he was in a
No,
wheelchair.
he was in a wheelchair from lack of food and everything.
Lack of food and just
Oh, really?
just being hard for over the days, just
And having open heart surgery and having a 12-volt battery hooked up to his chest.
Yeah, that's a pretty big deal. Also because he did a lot of very taxing physical activity.
Yeah.
And mental.
Okay, so again, sorry for the short session. Let's do this. We'll talk over the course of the week to try to figure out whether or not we want to start a half hour earlier or whatnot. Again, actually, I guess first of all we can stop recording.
Yes, I will do that. Stop, please.